Georgia on the logo, celebrating back-to-back Nats. Perfection wears red and black tonight. 15-0, the Dogs have done it and won a second consecutive national.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, not again.
Leaf Booker to get the night started. Downfield looking for Godwin, into his hands, and guess which Dogs are barking first? Uga, get after it. Sonny Michel will send the Dogs home to the championship game.
And Bobo throws that thing in the end zone, and
Yes! Touchdown! Touchdown in the goal line! Sigue Ringo! Corta dentro! Ringo! Touchdown! Georgia!
Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, glory, Georgia, as the fight song says.
This is our love for each other. 1 + 1 = what? 3. We are better together and we are connected.
This is Robert Iron E. Singleton, a.k.a. D-Dog from The Walking Dead, or Alton from The Blind Side, and you are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. All right, guys, go Dogs, sick 'em.
What's going on, Dog Nation and Respect the Hedges family? We in here for a New Year's Eve episode on Respect the Hedges, man, part of the Fan Addict Sports Network. We're here to talk about the Sugar Bowl. Can't spell sugar without UGA. That's right, man. We're talking about the Sugar Bowl with the Dogs taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, man. We're going to get into some things, man, talk about some previews, some thoughts on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, thoughts on the Dogs, and we should, if we get, if she is able to, we should have a special live from Bourbon Street from where Heena's hiding. So let's get into it, man. As always, brought to you by the Tailgate Kings. That's right, man. Another episode of Respect the Hedges, man. Here to talk Georgia football, man. So listen, if you're new to the channel, hey, go ahead and subscribe. We talk Dogs all the time, man. We even started talking a little Georgia basketball with a show called Rebound at the Steg, man, where we'll be just doing some thoughts and stats and things of that nature for the Georgia basketball team. Shout out to them, man. They are 12-1, best start since 1930. So shout out to the Hoop Dogs. Let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. Let's go ahead and bring our panel on up, man. Y'all know who's up first, man. It's our guy, E-Rob. What's going on, E-Rob?
Coach, you see your boy. You see how I'm coming into 2025. Yeah, you see how I'm coming in. I'm too cool for school. That's how this how I'm gonna watch the game tomorrow night. With my shades on, calm, with my drink. Just like I told y'all a few weeks ago, look. This team is unpredictable, so I'm done trying to predict what's going to happen. When you think we're going to blow somebody out, we don't. When you think we're going to get blown out, we don't. So look, sit back, do like I'm going to do, get you something to drink, enjoy the game, and holler at me in the fourth quarter because we'll be right there. Go Dogs.
Big facts, man. Big facts. Bring up our guy, JV, Mr. Tailgate King himself. What's going on, JV?
Hey, what's going on, family? Hey, man, it's a doggone good time finna happen around here. I feel like we finna get going tomorrow night. Sitting here watching a couple scrubs, take up a little TV time before we get hold of somebody. And, hey, listen, I'm with my family tonight, man. It's been a minute. I'm excited. I'm ready. Let's talk about it. And then let's get it on.
Let's get it.
Go Dogs. That's right. Go
Who's
Dogs.
that coming down the track?
Hey, that's right. Next up on the block is our guy, CA. What's going on, CA?
Well, look at him. Bundle up over there.
Hey, it's chilly out here. It get cold out here in these streets if you don't know how to act. So, yeah, man, glad to be here, man. We on deck, Dogs up, and got a lot to talk about, man. A lot has happened since we've been in the lab last time. So I'm excited about it, and nothing better than Dogs on deck.
That's right, man. That's right. Let's bring the last guy in our crew. It's our guy, Shawty Parker. What's going on, Shawty?
Gentlemen, what's happening? What's happening?
Let's get it.
We in here.
Yeah,
every
man.
time we see you shouting, your mic get bigger.
Hey, hey, we're gonna pause on that, but I get what you're saying. With that being said, man, I'm Santa Claus fortunate, man. I got a bunch of equipment, so I'm just trying out new equipment. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right, man. Hey, man, you gonna be the new Stuart Scott here soon, boy. Who's the other side of the pillow, baby? Who's the other side of the pillow? Listen, man. Last time we
pause on that.
right.
He had to.
Last time we was together, we were celebrating winning the SEC championship, man. Since then, we've watched the first round of the college football playoff and some bowl games. Bowl games have been entertaining, to say the least. So, for those out here that's pumping the SEC, it ain't looking too good for you. Now, the ACC is definitely looking worse, but Big Ten is running red shot over the SEC. Hey, couldn't happen to a better group of guys. So I'm actually reveling in the fact that Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina, and I don't even know who the other loss was, but to them too, I don't care. To hell with you.
Yeah, the hell with
it. They just are not looking good at all out here.
But you know what, man? Like I be saying, like at the end of the day, ain't nobody really watching those games, man. Everybody really waiting for these 4 games. You know what I'm talking about? Like, these are the big games that you come to Georgia and play in. And this is where you make your money at.
Right. Big facts. Let's say what's up to some of the fans, man. It's the first lady in the house. What's going on, first lady? She expressed the same sentiment. She said, "Go Big Blue." That's right. What's going on, Mike Dub? Oklahoma in the house. You hit 700. Congratulations, Sooner Legends Podcast hitting 700 subscribers. Stat guy in the building.
Big time.
Woo. Good luck to y'all tomorrow night. Hopefully, y'all players actually decide to play and don't quit on their team at halftime. No, I don't think no quitting gonna be going on, regardless of what's going on in our game. That's just not in our DNA, man. Hey, Carolina took one on the chin, man. Hey, it's always next year. You told me that. You used to tell me that. It's always next year. Wallace Smith, what's going on, my guy? Say what's good. Go Dogs, always go Dogs, always. Let's see. Good luck to the Dogs tomorrow night. All my friends hate Notre Dame. Hey man, there's a lot of people on social media.
Hate Notre Dame.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, they hate Notre Dame, but on Twitter, they hate to see Georgia win even more. Because even some people that don't like Florida State fans for Notre Dame, you know it's that guy.
What?
Yes.
Oh, see, we beat the brakes off of them.
Hey, listen, man. We may have broken their program, folks.
We did. Cal say that all the time. We broke them, dog.
Right. Susie Dickinson in the building. Hello, guys. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, but go dog. Hey, no worries. Hey, one of the things she referred to, and I think CA said a lot of things have transpired since us talking about winning the SEC championship. Signing day was the day after our show. So we got a lot of good dogs. We didn't get Justice Terry on signing day. Hey, the dude made a business decision. I can't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what's best for you. But the Dogs brought in a lot of good talent on that D-line and everywhere else. We're going to be talking about that as we go along, too. So, Kate Hill, RTH photographer in the building. Go Dogs. That's right. Priest, what's going on, Priest? Appreciate you getting in, my guys. Say Happy New Year. Dogs on top. Ring the bell. One more time. Go Dogs and beat the Irish.
Katie got to be the hardest working chick in the game, man. Shout out to Katie. I mean, Katie getting it in. Hey, man, 2024 been serious.
Big facts. John Clay, what's going on, my guys? Say Go Dogs up in the building. Stephen Allen in the building. What's going on? Go Dogs. All right. Veronica Dillon in the building. Laughing at Shawty. No Diddy.
That's how there we go. Now it's a show.
Right. All right. So, I know, right? Hey, so John says, who do we want to see win tonight? Penn State is up 14-0 right now over Boise State. E-Rock, do you care who wins this game? Because whoever wins this game will play the winner of our game tomorrow.
I absolutely do not care. Penn State, I tell you what, Penn State definitely won the lottery when it came to seeding. I mean, because they got SMU and then they played Boise State. Like, So I don't know, what they did or who they prayed to, what God they prayed to, but they definitely got a great run to the championship. But I would love to play Penn State. So hopefully we can do what we need to do and see them down the road, because I think they're gonna beat the brakes off of Boise State.
Big thanks, big thanks. CA, your sentiments on this thing. Penn State up 14-0. Do you care?
Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter at all. We got to handle our business, because as long as we handle ours, then we can take that next step. But really, I'm just looking forward to what the Dogs do. Because the opponent won't matter in that next round if we don't get there. So now, realistically, who's easier? I think they're about equal, because I don't think either one has the roster to match up with us. I think right now Boise's overmatched, and it will be the same against us. I think Penn State's going to have a roster management issue too. So I don't care. I need to handle my business on hand, to be honest with you.
Big thanks. Shawty, thoughts on it?
No, I don't really care either, but I think something that speaks to the larger picture, and hopefully the committee gets it. I hope Penn State continue to throttle Boise so they can do away with the automatic seeding.
Right. Yep.
Right. The automatic seeding is the problem in this CFP. I think people are cool with conference champions getting automatic bids, but you shouldn't get an automatic bye. That definitely should go by rankings in my eyes.
JB, they should be a 3 seed.
Right. JB, what's your thoughts on it? Penn State or Boise State? Do you care?
No, I don't really care. Just feel like Penn State's gonna come out on top of this one, man. You just looking at the competition that Boise has had to go against all year. They did have some pretty good games, man. I really didn't give them that credit, but I still think they're gonna be overmatched in this game. It's kind of evident from the score right now. But stranger things have happened. Hey, we have a Statue of Liberty play they were able to pull out against Oklahoma and embarrass them some years back. So,
true that.
Let's throw that out there. I know we got an Oklahoma guy in the crowd tonight. In the chat.
He probably don't want to talk about that, though.
Right. Listen, I'm like y'all. I don't really care. Listen, the more the merrier. Bring on Penn State. It looked like that's who's going to win. I don't know. Maybe Boise State, like you say, got some Statue of Liberty plays tucked away or something like that. I don't know. Don't really matter. Like CA said, if we don't handle our business tomorrow night, that's what I'm really focused on. So It don't matter, man. Line them up. Just line them up. Let's see here. Who else is in there? Let's see. With our tackling issues at times, I don't think we want to see Genty. Could be, but they also got to tackle us too. So that's all I say. I just say this too. Genty, I do think Genty is the best back in the nation, but Genty also has to have some holes here and there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if his line will be able to open holes against anybody, including Penn State, obviously. So, but who knows? P may be in the building. He say, "What's up, fellas? Good seeing you guys one more time for 24. Go Dogs." And one of y'all make sure to tell Gunner he needs to slide Dogs on top by 6 tomorrow. There we go.
Hey,
breaking
boy.
out the early prediction. I like to see it.
No, I like that, man. Gunner does need to slide, man. He can't take too much more of them damn soul snatching hits. Can't do it.
Once you get the first down, slide to get out of bounds.
Bro.
Slide to get out of bounds, my guy. Speaking of, all right, man. Shout out, listen, man. Let me give some shout outs to the Dogs, man. Listen, they gave out a lot of the awards, Heisman, the position awards. Malachi did make it to the Thorpe Award finalists. He did not win it. So did Brett Thorson with the punter award. But we did have some All-Americans. We had a freshman All-American in KJ Bolden, safety. Shout out to KJ Bolden. We had a third-team All-American tackle Tate Ratledge and linebacker Jalen Walker, who is crazy. He was third-team All-American, but he won the Butkus Award that goes to the best linebacker in the nation. So I don't know how that happened. And then second team, we had offensive lineman Dylan Fairchild, Malachi Starks, and Brett Thorson. Oh, and our guy, the long snapper. I forgot his name, but he was all SEC. I want to keep shouting him out because he don't really get shouted
Coach,
out.
you said Dylan Fairchild was All-American?
Second team.
Really? Okay.
That's All-American.
I think he would have been first team had he started the first half of the season. But he didn't start until like game number 7 or 8.
That's why I'm shocked. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. But the dude's a dog, man. He played a little bit here and there in the first half of the season, but I think if he'd have started the whole season, he probably would have been first team. So shout out to the Dogs, man. Shout out to all the Dogs for their awards and stuff like that. Now Notre Dame had some guys, freshman All-American. They had a corner that was a freshman All-American, Lennon Moore. They had a linebacker, Kingston Bidiamu Asa, freshman All-American, but
Good
he is
job.
questionable. He is a questionable for the Dawgs game. And then offensive tackle Anthony Knapp was also a freshman All-American. And then they have a good safety as well. Xavier Watts was first team All-American. So shout out to the Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame got a formidable roster.
Yeah,
what would you say, E-Rob?
Absolutely. They're a solid team. They're definitely, I think they're led by their defense. They keep talking about this quarterback, but I'm really not scared of the quarterback. I think that's probably why I feel a little bit confident about the game is because of their core. I don't really feel like he's going to threaten us. Maybe I'm wrong, but we don't see about that. They definitely have some good players on that team. I don't think they're as deep as we are. I think, again, like most teams, if we take them out in the deep water, we can drown them. So if we just don't hurt ourselves, we don't give the ball away, we'll take them out in the deep water. And again, that's when you come wake me up in the fourth quarter.
Right. Okay. I got you. CA, what's your thoughts on Notre Dame, man, from what you've seen from them this year, what, if at all?
Stop the run, prevent deep ball on play action. Otherwise, I don't see anything special out of Notre Dame. They got talented players, but I don't see a lot of explosive guys. That running back that went 98 yards, yeah, he's a fast guy, but it's gonna be hard to go 98 against us. Yeah, they got a wide. They have a few guys, but their offense isn't necessarily built around explosive plays, from what I've noticed. So I think we need to be responsible on defense, make sure we, gap control and stay over the top. But I don't see them as a huge threat. But they do have players, in the trenches that can potentially provide, some solid force for them. I just think we need to play mistake-free football, which is the same thing that Eric just said. As long as we play Georgia football, we should be fine. And that's why I feel pretty good about even having a guy like Gunner in. I don't think there should be a huge drop-off. I don't want a huge change in the game plan. If we play Georgia football, we should be good enough.
Big facts. Shawty, I know you like the numbers, dog. They are averaging 38.8 points a game, which is fourth best in the nation. Most of that is due to what, like CA said, the running back, Jeremiah Love, and Riley Leonard. Jeremiah Love's a 1,000-yard back, and Riley Leonard, he, like E-Rob said, probably isn't going to threaten you with his arm as much, but he has added 750 yards plus on the ground. And what do you think about the Notre Dame offense?
I mean, when you just look at the numbers statistically, their team, they're a better team than we are statistically. But this is a case, in my opinion, where the numbers don't tell the true story because of their schedule. Based off their schedule, I think why they was able to accumulate such good numbers. Now, they are a good team. I think they match up with us pretty good. But I think that strength is going to be their weakness. Because you're not going to try. They kind of remind me of a better Kentucky in terms of philosophy. They're going to come in and try to. They're going to try to come in and out. There you go. Yeah, that just not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you another reason it's not going to happen. There are probably a lot of things that people ain't talking about. Our defense hell on that turf. I'm going to let you know. We play at a different speed.
Hey, well, that's a good call right there, Shaw.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I do see Notre Dame being able to keep this game close. Absolutely. But one thing I will say, if it is close, we are a resilient team. We have showed that all year long. Even though we don't have Carson Beck, I think Gunnar Stockton is going to be able to maybe allow us to do some other things differently on offense that actually plays to our strength.
Okay. I like all of that for real, especially the Gunnar Stockton part. Add a little niche into that run game. JV, your thoughts on the Notre Dame offense? Again, like Shawty said, I think that was a good call, Shawty, like a better, much better Kentucky philosophy-wise on offense.
Listen, I coincide and second what Shawty just said just now, man. I think it was completely on point. Here's the deal, man. When it comes to their passing game, they talk a lot about their run game, but their pass game has been adequate. They average like 7.1 yards a pass.
Right.
But to Shawty's point, their best win all year was Army. When you look at the schedule, their best win all year was Army. Yeah, they beat Texas A&M, but
that includes SMU. Yep.
Army does seem like they're better than Texas A&M, though.
That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, their best win was Army. Now, Army was a different squad this year, right? In theory. But if you look at the teams they had to play, man, and I got their schedule pulled up. I'm talking about Northern Illinois they lost to. We're talking about Purdue. We're talking about Miami, which they ran the clock up on Purdue at 66-7. Miami, Louisville, Stanford, Georgia Tech, Navy, Florida State, and we all know who Florida State is.
Right.
The Dog Nation know what we did at Florida State last year and what it continued on into this season as. The numbers that they have don't tell the whole story of the team that they got. And realistically, whenever the Dogs have been hurt by a team that runs the ball, it's always been a team and a squad that realistically, I don't feel like even the fan base is up for. You know, we're talking about UMass. We're talking about Georgia Tech. And those teams come in and they run the ball on us. It doesn't seem like they should, but they do. But whenever it's a squad that we have to,
we up for them.
We aren't getting any credit for beating, like Texas. Like I just went brain dead. Tennessee. We do not allow them to run the ball. Kirby does not allow them to run the ball. And I think that Kirby is going to put more pressure on them to make them pass the ball to beat us than anything and any team they faced before. So I think we're going to be extremely formidable for them, more so than they're going to be formidable for us, because we know what we do when we get punched in the mouth. What do they do when they get punched in the mouth? Do they got a plan?
I like it.
Facts. I like that. I like the matchup too. And good or bad, we have played up and down to our competition this year. I know that's not our normal standard, but that's just doing what it is. Like JB just said, when we face a formidable opponent that we know we got to get up for, that stakes is on the line, then we definitely show up. That's normally how Kirby has them. Freeman's done a good job for Notre Dame, but again, outside of the Northern Illinois game, they haven't faced a lot of adversity. Since then, they've pretty much been chugging along. Nobody, like you say, I don't even know if they've been down to anybody since the Northern Illinois game, to be honest with you. So I don't know if they've faced that kind of adversity when the lights is on. And so I'm interested to see that. Their passing game, I think they were like I saw a Notre Dame fan give us the edge in wide receivers. I'm like, I don't know, I think it might be about a draw because I want to say we the only team got more drops than they got. So
damn, blind leading the blind, ain't it, boy?
Bro, like both teams, you know what I'm saying? And then like they lead receiver got like 445 yards. I mean, we beat them, and I think if you go by statistical numbers, we definitely have more yards receiving. But I don't know if I give anybody the edge in wide receiver room. So it's going to be an interesting matchup to see how they do. Again, they beat Indiana, but I'm not sold on Indiana being this juggernaut, especially in the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage, Notre Dame is down one of their best D linemen coming into the game, and that guy, Viliamu Asa, the freshman linebacker, he's questionable for the game.
Talking about Ryan Millis, that's who you're talking about?
The defensive end. The defensive end, yeah, he's
99.
good too.
He's
good, and he's out for the game. So their secondary, their starters are good, but I think one of y'all called it earlier. They're thin in the secondary. So while we might have a lot of drops, but they gotta trying to play us 4 quarters with no subs or little to no subs. It should be interesting.
And I was going to say, that's the thing about them trying to out Georgia. I think they, I don't really think they probably fear anybody in our wide receiver room. So they're going to probably try to play us man to man a lot. And we're going to have to take some shots. And when we take those shots, we're going to have to, make them explosive plays or possibly get flags to move the chain.
Right. And I could see some of like some explosives here and there on either side, to be honest with you, because we're going to play a lot of man. They're going to play a lot of man. That's just their DNA as well. So I'm interested to see that. Steven say, what position group, offensively, defensively, do we specifically need to show up tomorrow? I'll start this off, and I'm going to say the running game. So I'm going to say running backs. I need Trevor Etienne and Nate Frazier and Cash Jones when he out there. And I think Chauncey Boyes, just to wear him out there, he's going to get some touches with Rod Robinson getting hurt in practice the other day. And Gunnar Stockton. I think that whoever the people carrying the ball in the running game, for me, I think if we can do that, that also keeps their offense off the field and gives our defense a chance to run, to rest. CA, what group offensively or defensively are you looking to that we need to show up tomorrow?
Offensive line. I think the offensive line needs to separate themselves. You mentioned the running game. It starts in the trenches. Everybody knows, and it's no secret on either side of the ball, that that's where the warfare is going to begin. So I think those All-Americans and guys that, quote unquote, had good seasons that we mentioned earlier in the pod, we need for those guys to step up and lead the charge. We got a backup quarterback. We got a running back situation that hasn't been consistent all year. Let's win in the trenches. That way it won't matter who's carrying the ball. So I'm looking for that position group, that offensive line room, to really step up, take on this challenge, because realistically, when you take a deep look at it and you look in the mirror, our quarterback is out because he got sacked. That usually falls on the line, whether we like it or not, or it's true or not. Yeah, you got to, at this point, you got to take some ownership into this next game and say, hey, we can't let that happen again. So I look for those guys to step up to the challenge. I challenge those guys in that unit throughout the season. I think they can continue to step up, but it's going to be time to show it when we play against Notre Dame.
I like all of that, man. The O-line definitely need to step up. Shawty, what you got on it, man? Offensively or defensively, a position group that we need to step up?
Well, I'm going to go to our defensive backs, just because basically what I said about receivers on offense is just going to apply to the opposite of Notre Dame. Our defensive backs, it's going to be shots taken at them. Like you said, we play a lot of man-to-man. We're going to be trying to stop their run game because that's where they're going to be trying to get going as well. So they're going to take shots at our defensive backs. And those guys are going to have to be able to make plays and not get penalties to help them move the chain so we can get off the field on third downs. And one thing I do want to say as well, man, I really need Gunnar Stockton to just run this offense, control this offense. I don't need him to be Superman, because the one thing that he has had is an extra week of prep time. So I need to see that prep time show off.
Big facts. JV, your position group on offense or defense that need to come to play tomorrow.
Man, you boys done touched on some good ones, man. But I'm going to say that front seven, specifically that front five, whoever is rushing the quarterback and whoever's stopping the run. So my D linemen, my outside linebackers, my inside linebackers who are blitzing, I need these guys not only to control the line, but I need them to get home, because I think this quarterback just hasn't had pressure on it. You keep hearing all the pundits, everybody from East Coast to West Coast, rave about Notre Dame, how great they look in their running game. Yeah, it sounds good, but again, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, and they ain't had a whole bunch of guys that like to punch back. What we do know is that the Dogs don't just get slapped down and knocked down and just take that for no 4 quarters. You're going to have to beat us if you're going to beat us. And so because of that, I think we need to get home on this quarterback, because I don't think he's been tested. And when that pressure builds up, it's a whole different animal than when you got that Georgia speed running after you off the edge and coming up the middle, as opposed to, let's say, USC or even, who did they play? Indiana.
Navy.
We just a different breed of dog around here. So that's what I'm looking at, man. That front five, whoever it is, those 3 down linemen and 2 linebackers, it could be 3 linebackers and 2 down linemen, whoever's coming after the quarterback and stopping that run, that's who I need to show up and tackle. We can't have missed tackle. Tackle the C-ball, tackle ball. That's what we got to be on tomorrow night.
Right. We can't just get there, like you said. Can't just get home. We got to get this guy on the ground, man, because, again, he has had 750 yards rushing. So as long as we can take that away. E-Rob, what position group you looking at for tomorrow?
I tell you what, this is a topic that you do not want to go last, boy, because there's really not a lot left, not a beat left on this bone. Boy, I can tell you, boy, hey, nothing to pick. So I was gonna say what CA said, and I was gonna say what Shawty said, and I was gonna say what JV said. So I don't really have nothing. So what I'm gonna go with is I'm gonna go with something that kind of Shorty touched on. We had an extra week. We had a new quarterback. I'm going with Mike Bobo. So Mike Bobo, you had 3 weeks with this guy. He's been in the program for a couple of years. You know what his skill set is. You had 3 weeks. That's plenty of time to install and get us rolling with what he does well. I want to see that tomorrow night. I want to see us look efficient. I don't care that he's a second. He's a 5-star, all these stars and all this other mess. Find a way to put a game plan together where he can be productive, have us move the ball. As long as we possess the ball and don't give it away, I like us against anybody. So I want to see that.
Okay.
Can I say something to E-Rob point?
Yeah, go ahead.
And just to your point, E-Rob, that's what I'm saying. granted, Carson Beck. Now, are we in a better position with Carson Beck just on paper?
I'm 100%.
I don't think so.
100%. I'm with you.
I got to trust that a guy who's been in our program for 3 years is prepared enough to run anything we want to run in our offense.
Yep.
Right. B Miller, what's going on, guys? He says defense as a group has to show up. It's gonna be who has the ball last type of game. I can see that. I definitely like it starts with the defense for me. I like to get the win the toss and go out on defense first, so we can first of all get the ball back first after halftime, but also go ahead and set the tone early and stop them early. That's what I like to do. So I'm with you, B Miller. So sooner or later, say I'm shooting my shot. Georgia by a minimum of 10.
Okay. I like it.
I like it. Not mad at it. Again, man, y'all watching Respect the Hedges, part of the Fanatic Sports Network, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button. Listen, man, we're just some dogs here, man, talking dogs all the time, and we try to keep it as real as we can. You know what I'm saying? Hold no punches. Hit that like button for us, too, and share it with somebody. Tell somebody, tell 10 more somebodies.
That's
right. I know that's right.
Hey, Coach, let me chime in on something real quick. I don't know if we're going to get to it naturally. But also, man, one phase of the game, I think we have a inherent advantage in is going to be special teams, man. Their field goal kicker done missed 11 field goals this year.
Ooh.
11.
This year in 1 year?
Yeah. 10 and 20, 10 for 21. That's what he is right now. And so, that's another aspect now. I mean, if you look at our punting game, I don't know if you carry a lot of backup punters, but we should be able to find somebody who can give us a 35-yard punt, a 40-yard punt. But that field goal kicking, 10 for 21 in a year, man. Listen, that's a pressure-laced situation when you in a playoff game, like what we're gonna be playing in, and points are gonna be our premium.
It's gonna be a close game. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a close game. That's a good point, JV.
That's a good point.
That's a good point, JV. We definitely have the advantage of field goal kicker. Our guy inside of 50 hasn't missed, and outside of 50, I still think he's about 75% or something like that. And yes, we are missing our All-American punter.
Oh, touchdown, Boise.
Touchdown Boise, making it a game, 14-7. But I will say, listen, Kirby's so coy. He don't give the media nothing, man. They asked him about the punter situation. He was like, "Hey, man, we always rep multiple punters." He's like, he said, "Stockton can punt if you need to." Right? He said, "Stockton can punt." He said, name some receivers, say he can punt if you need to. But realistically, we did sign an All-American last year from high school. The averages, was averaging 53 yards a punt. So as long as he don't, do what he do. I'm like JV. He can give us at least 35 to 40. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to.
Wait, he on the roster now, Coach, or he coming in next year?
No, he on the roster now. He was the number one punter from class of 2024.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's not take too much time talking about the damn punters. Let's not take up too much time talking about punters on this show.
Right.
Come on now.
So, but special teams. We was talking special teams. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm definitely in agreement with JV on that, man. I did not know that their field goal kicker had missed.
He's terrible.
Why hasn't it been a lot of talk? And I don't know, maybe I just haven't heard it, but just based on the history of Georgia and Notre Dame in the Martin era. Like they 0-8 in the BCS game. They haven't won the BCS game. I think they 0-3 against us the last 3 times we don't play them. I haven't heard a lot of that talk.
Well, I saw some of that on social media, and then Notre Dame beat Indiana, saying they finally won a postseason game in the CFP era. So, I don't think it's been talked about a lot. Notre Dame fans that I come across say that this team is, much better than 2017 and 2019 when we beat them. I don't know. I think it's something to be said about that. Shouted to your point, you have to be ready for the situation. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it with teams throughout the college football playoffs. They get there and they're just not ready for the lights. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm getting at. I've been saying it for years, and this is a chance. Like Notre Dame been trying to get in the club for a long time. Right. Meaning they're trying to become an elite team. Mm-hmm. And I always say, if you want to know where your program is, Georgia is the barometer. So we're gonna show Notre Dame. We're gonna give them another chance to get in the club. So all I'm saying is, don't come on national TV and get throttled again, because all it's gonna be is the same old Notre Dame.
Very fast. M&A picks in the business. The biggest advantage Notre Dame has, no tape on Gunner. If we catch the ball, slow their run game with our team speed advantage, it should be a wrap. That is true. I think Gunner has only taken like 73 snaps in the game since he's been there.
86.
86. Okay.
86.
Marcus Freeman said that he's kind of like what we were saying. He don't think that Georgia's going to change their total, offense total, to fit Gunner. He thinks that Gunner probably going to run everything that they've been running. CA, do you think Bobo is going to throw in some special packages? I mean, we could see a lot more zone read or RPO, kind of like what Georgia Tech did to us.
I'm hoping so. Whatever it is, it just needs to be successful, and Gunner needs to be comfortable running it. But I'm really not certain, because he could throw the whole offense out there. Gunner should be comfortable with a number of different packages. I think we'll see whatever Mike feels Gunner does best. So whether that's RPO, making sure we get some quarterback run pressure on the edge, or 5 wide out of the blue on first down to try to offset what the defense might be ready for, and try to give him a chance to go no huddle, because he knows a lot more than the fan base might feel or understand. I don't know what the plan will be, but we need to have a plan A and a plan B. And because what I do know is, going into halftime, we're pretty good making adjustments. But if Notre Dame stops that first option, we need to have something secondary to counter that. It needs to be effective. The team has to believe in it, and Gunner's got to go out there and execute above and beyond anything else. So I think Mike Bobo understands. He'll be judged harshly, just like Gunner will. He hears the echoes. You can tell in the interview that he did earlier this week. He knows that they talk bad about Bobo. It is what it is. So the bullets, exactly. That's exactly. It's a part of the job. It comes with it. It's his job to be productive when the lights are on. So he's got to put his quarterback, his player, in the best position to be successful. That was one thing that Coach Drake said to us every day when we sat in that meeting room. I want to put you in the best position to be successful. After that, it's on you to execute. So both of those gentlemen should understand what's at stake.
Big Fast checking in live from New Orleans. It's our girl. Where's Hina? It's Hina Patel. What's going on, Hina?
What's going on, Hina?
Hey guys,
What's
how
happening?
We're doing good.
Family, how's it going?
It's going good.
Looking
Where
nice.
you at? Where you at?
Looking
doggone
good, Hina.
There we go. Look at you. Looking like $100 bill. Okay.
Listen. I just got back from India, packed up the car, and headed out to New Orleans. But I got a little special treat.
Nice.
I'm at the team hotel. The guys just went up for dinner. You see, it's kind of hot. Well, this side was empty, but it's hopping in here. But I got a special guest for you guys here.
We got
this gentleman right here, Steve Kelly. He played for the Dawgs. Steve, I'm gonna let you take it from here.
That's an
he
OG.
Was with the Dawgs. Yep, y'all know him.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, respect, Steve.
Salute.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Hide the money, y'all.
That's too funny. So I'm back 44, 45 years tomorrow, having played against Georgia, against Notre Dame.
Oh wow!
What a thrill it is to be back in New Orleans. It's just a great city, a lot of fun. Just a great memories when we played Notre Dame. I can't believe it's been this long ago. But
That's awesome.
What's the score gonna be tomorrow?
I don't know. My son tells me we're going to wipe them out, but I think it's going to be a little closer game than he tells me. Actually, I think it's going to be a really, really good game. But it's obviously Notre Dame's playing great football. We're playing pretty good football, so I can't wait to get it going.
That's right. We appreciate it, man. Go
We
Dogs.
appreciate it, Steve. Go Dogs.
Absolutely.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
All right. Y'all be good.
Tell them about when you knocked out the ball and your brother caught the ball. Took it away from the other game.
Yeah, it's an old story now, but when we were kicking off to them, I think we had a lead 7-0 maybe, and they had 2 deep safeties on the kickoff, and my brother and I were both on the kickoff team, and Rex Robinson kicked off, kind of split the deep safeties, and I was the first one down there, and both of them were fiddle farting around, and I dove and hit the ball, and I can't make this up. It bounced up and landed in my brother's hand. And the next play, we hand off to Herschel Walker for 7 points.
There we go.
That's dope.
There we go.
Go Dawgs. Legends.
That was a lot of fun, man.
Yes.
Special teams can make a difference in any game.
You said it, JB.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. We're talking about that.
Yeah. Hey, well, it's great talking to you guys, and go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Yes.
That's Respect these hedges.
And listen, we got 2 other special men here. We got our equipment. He handles all for the Dogs. Everything, mics.
How you doing?
We need
a score prediction.
I need a shirt up off.
Mike, we need shirts and a score prediction.
We need a score prediction, he said.
And shirts.
I hope we win by 1.
He got money on
one. My heart can't take that.
Well, listen, he's the man. He's the one making sure everybody's mics are working, making sure those helmet mics are working. I mean, this is our communications guy right here. He's key.
So every single game is the same for me. I know if we win every game by 1, then we're going to get a very nice ring when the season's over. So I'll take a 1-point victory in the next 3 games.
Absolutely.
Amen.
You heard that? The next
Go Dogs.
3 games.
I know he using our equipment room. He's still in the gym.
Yeah, he's looking good.
Hey, look, hope y'all have a great new year. Appreciate everything y'all have ever done for the program. I mean, everybody pours so much into this thing, and y'all know what these kids go through every single week.
For sure.
It's impressive. So thanks to every one of y'all, and a happy new year, and go Dogs.
Happy New Year. Go Dogs, baby.
Thank you, sir, and go Dogs.
That's awesome.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be hooting and hollering tomorrow, ready to go. All right, guys,
Yes.
I'll be back. I'm actually going to take a little stroll down to Bourbon Street for you guys and show you a little bit of live action down there. So
Yeah, let's see that.
All right, thank you, Henry. Let's
I'll
go.
be back in a few minutes.
All right.
Get that earphone with a little peroxide, girl.
Yeah, you better alcohol that thing up. You better alcohol that thing.
Put a little alcohol pad on it.
Y'all are done that.
Oh, right, man. B. Miller agrees with Steve Kelly and JB say special teams will make the play of the game. Anthony White says driving down from Murfreesboro, Tennessee to New Orleans tomorrow for the game. The Tailgate King's going to be posted up in New Orleans somewhere. I can't wait to go and see the game tomorrow. Go Dogs.
No, man, the Canes ain't gonna be in New Orleans, man. We're gonna be here in Atlanta doing what we do, man. We gonna be enjoying this one as a fan. So we want all the fans though to go down there and have a great time because New Orleans got a lot to offer you when you get there.
Hey, Coach, let me say something real quick. I was actually looking at tickets yesterday. I was like, you know what? I just might, and they cheap as hell, man. But I can't make that ride. But boy, I thought about it. Because the tickets are real cheap, man. So,
well, I think with the added playoff games, bowl games are not going to be the usual price. Texas, Arizona State, I think the lowest for the cheap seats is $19. SEC tickets was down lower than the normal price. I think some of these games, are going to still be high, but not as high as usual until you get to like the semifinals, especially for teams like the Dogs, that's been there before, It's like you got to kind of pick and choose where you're spending that money, you know what I mean? So some of them going to all the games and some of them going to the certain games, So I'm pretty sure right now Boise State probably, I don't know, Penn State ain't been to the playoffs either, so I haven't checked out the crowd. Maybe they kind of half and half, but
Coach,
for those teams that's been there.
I can attest. I've been watching Boise State and their crowd, they they were ready for this. They
Right.
took the bye week serious. They are in the building. I can tell this is definitely a pro Boise State crowd, and they didn't turn the game around, so it's looking like a real football game. So
Penn State ain't did shit. They should be ready too.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. They ain't never been to the playoffs either, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Boise might have been to more BCS bowls.
They have, they have.
Back in the day,
but they prisoners of the moment. They feeling like they're gonna just come in there and dominate Boise State. That's how Penn State folks are looking at this game. Like they looking on to the next game already. So you can see this stadium, man. It's a lot of orange in this stadium.
Hey man, shout out to Hina, man. Hina, where's Hina's hiding, man? She's our own campus correspondent. Hey man, bringing us the fire content. Steve Kelly, former special teams guy on the Dawgs 1981 national championship team. You heard him. He knocked the ball out. Herschel took it in for the score. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know what I mean? And we're getting rings around here. And the communications guy, Mike, says he just knows if we win by one the next 3 games, he gets rings. That's what
you get that ring, baby.
I like it.
I definitely like that. I definitely like that. Hey, listen, man, perspective, right? So, any other games? Just a quick touch on the other side of the bracket. Which one of those games y'all looking forward to? The Texas Arizona State or the Ohio State Oregon, Shawty?
I ain't really put too much thought into any of it, to be honest. But since you asked the question, I'd like to see that rematch again because I think it's phenomenal what Dan Lanning has been able to do in his 2 short years at that program. Right. And one thing I will say about Ohio State now, they seem like they have finally hit their stride. The quarterback is playing much better. So I like to see both of them teams play again, hitting on all cylinders.
Right. E-Rob, just as a fan, man, which one of them games you looking to the most? Arizona State never being, thought of in that aspect, but, Oregon and Ohio State seem to be the 2 best on that side.
Yeah, so the obvious answer is the Oregon game, but I actually do want to see this Arizona State game. I want to see what this running back can do against Texas.
Right,
Texas has
madhead.
Right, so you know what I'm saying. So I'm intrigued by that. So I'm intrigued. I do want to see this game. I really feel like Texas has more Jimmys than Joes, so I expect them to win. But that's why they play the game. So let's just see what happens.
Right. See, your former wide receiver room cohort, Hines, is coaching the wide receivers at Arizona State, and they seem to have a lot of moxie over there. That's all I know. They talk about Cam Scatterbo say he the best running back, and can't nobody stop him. Which game are you looking for to see, if at all?
I feel the same way as E-Rob, man. I think that Ohio State game is what everybody wants to see because that has pure championship potential written all over it. But I am interested to see what Texas and Arizona State do in that Peach Bowl Classic. So a good matchup, got some talent on the field. I do want to see what my old roommate can put out there. He's got a couple of guys that are very talented on that outside and catching the ball a lot better than my guys. So, just to throw some bullshit out there, it is what it is.
Do that.
I want to see what it look like. I want to see what it look like. So, we'll always be crew. Might need some.
I always be crew, baby. I always be crew.
What about you, JB? What game on the other side you looking forward to, dog? Always cruising, baby. Hey, we got room in that, baby.
Hey, man, we are hell, man. Right, look, it ain't just the dogs on the field that are hell. It's these dogs on YouTube that's hell too. Like everybody said, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing this rematch because I think that Ohio State is playing a little bit better than they did earlier in the year. They ran up against Oregon before, and that was a slim. What is that, like a 1 point?
Right, 1 point game, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
So, and I mean, we're coming down to the end of the year. I'm quite sure there's some injuries that we don't know about from either one of these teams because I don't follow either one of them. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one. That one should be a highly contested, a highly competitive game. I'm not really expecting a whole lot from Arizona State, honestly. I mean, it is what it is. I think Texas is going to go in there and smack them because they got some Joes, man. I mean, I just are better. And so when it comes down to it, I don't think that's going to be a game that I'm going to be sitting on pins and needles to watch. I think it's going to be that Oregon and Ohio State game. I'm hoping it's a great one.
Right. I think for the Arizona State-Texas game, I think Arizona State might be able to move the ball a little bit, but at the end of the day, they still got to stop Texas. And I just don't know. Like you said, they got the Jimmys and Joes. And, I mean, I can't even be mad at Cam Scatterbow's confidence, but I don't know about being the best in the nation. But if you don't believe it, who will? But I'm like y'all. Man. I'm looking forward to the Ohio State-Oregon game because Oregon has one of the loudest stadiums in the nation, and that's where that game was played at earlier. This is going to be on the neutral sites at the Rose Bowl. So I want to see it. And I think Ohio State is currently playing better than Oregon. And Oregon's been off, but Oregon has the benefit, or I guess maybe the detriment of being off for 3 weeks. So we'll see which one it matters. Go ahead, Charlie.
I'm saying that it's very debatable, and it seemed like it would be ludicrous to say this, but Ryan Day could be coaching for his job.
I mean, I've been thinking that since they lost.
You think if he loses, it's over for him? You think so?
Yeah. It's more about the Michigan loss. Then you ain't do nothing in the playoffs.
Right. We got Hina coming live from Bourbon Street.
Damn, she got the Bourbon Street already. Hina got it going on, man.
Right, Hina, what's going on?
She must be on a scooter.
You ain't bullshit.
Bourbon Street, it is loud. I don't know that I can't hear y'all. Can you hear me?
Can you hear us, Hina?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Give me a quick minute. Let us fix our ears. Be right back.
All right.
They're in a party in a shot of whiskey.
Hey man,
you got some backup pods.
I got the. I'm gonna start going with Hina. Wherever the hell Hina go, I'm going with her, man. Because Hina find it.
Right.
Yeah.
Quick. She find the party quick. It didn't take her no time.
None.
Can you hear us? Nope. All right.
Microphone check.
Right. Hey, down on Bourbon Street, you gotta know it's gonna be loud and crazy, man. I went to the Sugar Bowl when we played Florida State, and they had the wide receiver that was really good. I forget what his name is. Mark Rick. Second year, I think it was. It was loud and crazy down there. Okay.
Kelvin Benjamin.
Can you hear me?
No, I think it might Bowden. I think it was
Bowden.
We can't hear you.
Okay.
The Bailey family.
Well, we know that he is down on Bourbon.
Yeah, we can. Damn, I wish I was down there.
Go Dogs.
21 10 is what he's got, guys.
Go Dogs.
I don't know if you can hear us or not, but I'm about to show you a little bit of Bourbon.
Okay. And they kicking it, boy.
Always with the good footage.
Look like the weather good.
Bourbon sick right now.
Right.
Yeah, I'm glad
gotta be good.
From New Orleans. I wish everybody was here.
Yeah,
My first lady, Shelby. Caitlin, I need you for this video and photos. Guys, I'm missing all of you guys. Happy New Year to everybody. We got the tequila flowing. And we're ready to bring
Let's go!
Go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
Bring home that W.
Right.
Yeah.
Go Dogs.
What'd you say?
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Hey,
Go
Hina
Dogs.
got it going on.
Man, Hina like she just glowing too, man. Don't she like she just glowing?
No, she be having a good time. But
You know what I'm saying? She just glowing, man.
If y'all hitting the road with the Dogs, man, y'all better make sure y'all find out where Hina be hiding. Because like P maybe say, forget the Dogs. Hina is hell. She be everywhere at the games, man, having a good old time. So shout out to Hina, man, for getting the good footage for the Dogs. All right, Sooner Legend says, all right, it's time, people. It's time to get those predictions in. Let us know what you think the score is going to be. I think the Dogs are a 2.5-point favorite. Sooner Legends podcast says, not that I'm a diehard Boomer Sooner, but I want to see Texas lose every single game. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, dog. It's just like I don't want to see Georgia Tech win anything. I'm pissed at Notre Dame basketball right now for letting Georgia Tech get a dub.
I'm glad Vanderbilt beat them too.
Right. Listen, man, I was anchoring down all day when they played Georgia Tech. So Emily Pitt say Dogs shut down the ND running backs and expose Riley Leonard. Dogs win big 28-10. First Lady says Dogs 24-10. I'm going to go a little bit closer. I'm going to say Dogs 24-17. Charlotte, what you got?
Boy, you stole my thunder. I'm gonna say the same thing. 24-17.
There it is. E-Rod, what you got, man?
I think I've been pretty doggone clear about not making predictions with this damn team.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I
But
think
you've
I've
been
been
doing
pretty
it
clear
all
about
year.
that.
Dogs for the dub.
With that being said, the Dogs 24-20, baby. Let's go. Go Dogs.
Right. CA, what you got on it, man?
Man, I got Dogs 31-14. They can't kick a field goal, man. Dogs up.
Big time. I got you. JB, what you got, man?
Yeah, man, I'm going like 27-17.
I like it. Steven says 31-16.
Damn.
Kate Hill says Heat 14, Bourbon Street 0.
Let's
And
go.
you know what? Not E-Rob, but to Corey, CA, and to JB point about special teams. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this definitely has been a year, in my opinion, where coaches have been leaning more heavy towards the analytics. So them not kicking field goals could be a very, very, realistic thing.
Yeah, going for it more so on fourth down once you get in that friend zone, or even when you just right there, you know what I'm saying, even inside the red zone. Inside the red zone, you know what I'm saying? Like
they go for it a lot on fourth down. They 75% this year when they go for it. So they've been doing that anyway because they kicker probably suck.
That one's again the analytics. So like I say, y'all, you know what I mean?
Right.
Damn, JB, you got them stats today, don't you, boy? JB
Right,
came with them stats today, boy. He ready. He play out ready.
Playoff ready, man. That's right.
I ain't even worried about it either.
Hey, the analytics out here, dog. Like field goal kickers about to be about as bad a shape as high school recruits, dog.
Real talk.
Like they just gonna be obsolete.
like if it's like longer than 4th and 3, man. Oof.
Hey, Coach, that's an interesting point you bring up too, man. And that's for another show I think we need to talk about. But with this transfer portal and how things are going, like the high school recruiting, there have been some unintended consequences to all of this, and it's kind of murky out there.
Hey, I mean, it's like this, man.
Homes.
As a coach, man, if you want an experienced player, which most of them do, they're gonna hit the transfer portal.
Right.
And it's not just affecting football; it's affecting other sports. You know, in baseball, they like to get JUCO players. So my contingent is if I'm a parent with a child and maybe he ain't no high 4-star, 5-star, he ain't got a lot of offers as a 3-star, I just go the JUCO route. I mean, figure it out, man. Figure it out. Get on somebody's campus so you can get on somebody else's campus, or go to go to a G5 school, because it don't matter where you play it. Because right now we about to be hosting, I want to say Tulane's running back, if I'm not mistaken it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter where you started, it's how you finish. So in this day of transfer portal era, man, just get on somebody's campus, get on somebody's roster, and work your way up. Cam Ward started out at Encountered Word, dog. They say, teams, what's crazy, I read the story, is teams like Cam Ward. They just didn't want to pull the trigger on the offer because he didn't have nobody else offer. Somebody got to be the first offer, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's just the nature of the beast. But with the transfer portal, look at where you're at now. You know what I'm saying?
It's a copycat league, man. It's a copycat league.
Right. Yeah. Always has been. Yep.
Right. He out here, he out here about to be a first rounder sitting out the second half of the bowl game. So hey, it ain't where you start, it's how you finish, baby. So get on. Recruits, high school recruits, just get on somebody's roster, man. Everybody might not be able to go straight to Athens, you know what I'm saying? It's just not how it work out for these guys, man. Go to Boise State in the middle of Idaho somewhere, or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. My whole theory is, that's why I said if you make play, they gonna find you.
They will find you. Yes, they will find you. Believe that.
Right. What's good? Ari says, Robert Evans said the problem is JUCO will now go to the transfer portal because it doesn't cost the players a year. True, you're right. It doesn't cost the players now that the new ruling. It doesn't. Your JUCO year or 2 does not count against your 4 years in Division 1.
No,
it's just all They just so the quarterback Pavia from Vandy got his case won, and then like 2 days later they just made it so none of the JUCO players lose a year. So basically, Kobe Young, once he finished with his legal issues, can come back to the Dogs next year.
Hey, speaking of that, we don't play Vanderbilt next year, right? Do we play Vanderbilt next year? I don't want to play Vanderbilt.
We play the same teams we played this year.
Okay, good. I don't want to play Vanderbilt. That's crazy. I don't want to play Vanderbilt.
Carolina either.
We'll play South Carolina next year. So.
To Robert's point, man, if I'm a JUCO, knowing the amount of players that are in the transfer portal that don't have homes, I'm finna load up because it ain't gonna hurt them, and I'm gonna get some competitive and some skill guys to come to my program that can really help us for a year or so because my program is built on that anyway.
Right. And as a high school coach, again, I'm making sure to tell my recruits, don't be scared to go to lower division schools or JUCO or again, just get on somebody's roster.
Just get
and then
there,
you can
right.
figure out the rest later, man. Just get on somebody's roster, man. So anybody got anything else before we close up out this thing and go enjoy the rest of our New Year's Eve?
Hey, man, it's been a pleasure rocking 2024 with y'all gentlemen once again. Respect the Hedges, man. We've been rocking this thing now for 4 years, and I feel like, we just keep on getting better. I keep on hearing and being blessed by working with some of the best guys in the land on this podcast. It's just I'm extremely appreciative of everybody, even all of our folks that are in the comments, constantly in the chat, First Lady Caitlin, Hina, everybody, man. Missing our guy Cal tonight, but and congratulations to Cal. I'm quite sure we'll hear about it later on. Yeah. Hey, listen, Happy New Year, man. I'm happy that we got this thing together, man. And I'm privileged to be with you guys on a weekly basis.
Right, Mama Diane gets in and says 24-17, Dawgs, go Dawgs. Appreciate you getting in. Brian Drake for getting in. Happy New Year's, fellas. Valencia Wiley getting in, go Dawgs, and Happy New Year. Lance B checking in, just dropping in during break at church, sending up prayers for our dogs. Hey, man, like JV said, I want to echo that, man. Appreciate the fellas on the podcast. I got Cool Cal, man, Hina, Caitlin, and First Lady. All the RTH family, man, that's tuning in on Facebook or YouTube or get down with us on IG, however you rock with us, man. That's right, man. Respect these hedges, man.
Don't act like you see it.
Right. We're going into 2025, man. Try to get us this dub. We're going to continue to bring y'all this fire content, man. For my guy, CA.
Hey, Coach, give them the count now. We in our 4th year, and we going for 3-1.
Yeah,
Since we've been doing the show.
Big facts. Hey, we're going for our 3rd championship in 4 years, man. That's big time. 3rd championship in 4 years. So
one more shout out, Coach. One more shout out to Coach. To Coach for JV said this a few weeks ago for keeping this ragtag group of wild ass SOBs.
Speak for yourself.
On the straight and narrow, and we here every Tuesday. So man, hit the button, man. Holler at your folks every Tuesday. If you want to
subscribe.
Cause boy, you got the hardest job in the whole in the nation, boy. Get that stuff.
I'd have been had a mute button. I've been cutting everybody off.
Hey, man, we have a good time. Y'all make sure y'all tell a friend to tell some more dog friends, man. Come and join the Respect the Hedges family. With that said, man, y'all remember to always respect these hedges. And
get those ladies a shout out. We get the ladies a shout out for 24 the end of the year.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
Dad ain't paying attention, man. Let go, man. Go, dog.
Drinking already. Hold something up, baby.
Whole segment.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around with your broke asses. Hey, always go, dog.
Go, dog.